Hey everybody, guess what time it is? It is tiny kitchen time. Um, I really wanted to make some peach cobbler for my next tiny kitchen episode. And specifically, I wanted to make it because my friend who was at summer church camp with me said that she hasn't seen my tiny kitchen episode. So I was going to make one specifically for her. Val, this would be for you if I was making peach cobbler. So I'm waiting to get some fresh peaches from the farmer's market and then I'll make that for you. But in the meantime, I'm hungry and I'm making dinner. So I had some baby Bella mushrooms and some cheese and onions, and I thought I'd make an omelet. So hopefully, if my battery will support this whole show, you'll see my omelet. But in the meantime, I made a little bit of bacon because I bought a pound of bacon and I don't really need the whole pound of bacon because that would just be like a heart attack waiting to happen. So I made a couple slices, and I don't know what you guys do when you make yours, but I cut mine in half because it's easier to flip, and I cook my bacon perfect. Like, that's perfect. So I'm going to set that aside, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bacon grease. I heated up my pan a little, my saute pan. I'm going to saute mushrooms and onions. And I'm actually going to cook them in the bacon grease. So I'm going to move the bacon grease to a bigger pan. But in the meantime, I got some other stuff going here. I'm trying to make some hard-boiled eggs. And I know that someone had requested how you make hard-boiled eggs. Can't remember who that was, but someone on Facebook. So I'm going to tell you what I do. Since we came back from camping, I needed to get rid of the eggs in my camping egg carton so I can pack that away. I boil water and I take my eggs in my little gravy thing and I set them in the water real gently. I'm doing 3 because I got to get rid of them. And then I boil that for exactly 12 minutes. So we'll let that go while I, now I can pack this away in my camping stuff. So let me throw that out of the way. And I'm gonna get the mushrooms and onions going here in my bacon grease, which I think is a little warm. I just have that like on medium heat. And I'm gonna put my mushrooms in after I throw them all over. And here's the thing. I'm hoping they cleaned these at the store because I don't like to wash mushrooms. I don't know if you cook with mushrooms, but if you don't, and you never have and you want to cook with mushrooms, do not wash them. Water gets in the mushrooms and then it just, when you cook them, it gets too, yeah, they're not good. Don't wash them. If you want to take a damp rag because you're afraid of the dirt and wipe the top off, or like a damp paper towel, that's good. But don't wash them. Okay, so one of my eggs cracked. I gotta turn my heat up a little. Move that pan out of the way. Okay, and then I'm gonna, actually what I'm gonna do is put a little salt on my mushrooms, because what that will do is make them sweat out their juices and cook down quicker. I'll put a little pepper in too. Let me look and see for 12 minutes. Okay, 7:30. Lily, pay attention to the clock so Mommy doesn't overcook them. All right, so I'm making a mushroom, onion, and I have a little bit of mild cheddar that I left over from my macaroni and cheese that I made yesterday. My crock pot macaroni and cheese. Like anyone who's tried it knows it's delicious. And the last time I made it camping, and I heated it up over the campfire, and that smokiness got in it. Oh man, like the best stuff ever. I'll show you that recipe. It's really easy, but I'm gonna put my onions on here and turn that. Actually, while they're cooking, I'll tell you what it's crock pot macaroni and cheese, and I'll tell you what it is. Let me just grab my recipe. I can probably go by memory because it's really easy, but get your pen out and write this down. It is, well, where is it? Crock-pot macaroni and cheese. It is a 16-ounce box of elbow macaronis, 8-ounce bag of shredded sharp cheese or mild cheddar or whatever you want it, and then 1 pound of Velveeta, 1 quart of milk, 1 stick of butter. And what you do is you partially cook the macaroni noodles, drain them, throw them in the crock pot, throw your cheese, your Velveeta, your milk, your butter in, a little salt and pepper, turn it on low, let it cook for like 4 hours, stir it occasionally, and that bad boy's ready to go. So, let me give these a little toss. Actually, my crock pot is sitting here. I need to clean out the mac and cheese because I just put the leftovers in a container. And with the extra bacon that I had, what I'm gonna do, I saw a recipe for chicken, put it on a skewer, wrap bacon around it, put some pineapple chunks and barbecue sauce, and then barbecue them. So that's going to be dinner, I don't know, some other night this week. But all right, these are cooking down nicely. Now, actually, when I used to drink wine, I used to put a splash of Marsala, which is what you would use if you're making chicken Marsala. And I think I probably put that because I really like chicken Marsala. And Marsala with the mushrooms, they just go together well. But since I'm making a breakfast omelet, I'm just going to put that in. Okay, so I don't want to overcook my mushrooms and onions. I just want you to see, I don't know if you can see that, but they're like melted down. I kind of like them a little like al dente, like to the bite. That's what that means in Italian. So I'm going to put my pan with my bacon grease back on. And then I'm going to take my eggs, because I'm having a 2-egg omelet. And the trick to having your omelet not stick to the pan is to make sure your pan is hot before you put it in. Let me get rid of these. And so I'm waiting for my pan to heat up. While I do that, I'll kind of clean up my mess and stir up my eggs. Let me find a fork. Oh, well, my pan's not going to get hot if I turn the burner off, huh? I'll turn that back on, medium. Let me check my time for my eggs. Okay, they have a couple minutes yet. Now, some people like to put milk in their scrambled eggs. I do not. Not a big milk fan. So, we're gonna whip those up. I don't need this. And like I said, I'm using cheddar cheese and then pepper jack because I like a little bit of bite to it. So I'm going to put my mushrooms and onions aside because that way my husband can make his omelet when he comes home. That's why I don't want to overcook them because I want them to be yummy for him. And me. But I think he likes his cooked a little more than I do. All right, I think my pan feels pretty good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this in. And then I'm gonna put my mushrooms and onions in, and then I'm going to put my cheese on top. A little bit of onions. Doesn't that look yummy? You know, it'd be really good in this too with some sliced tomatoes maybe. Or Swiss cheese. I have the pan on like a medium. It's actually on 4 and it goes to 9, so I don't know. But I'm gonna put the cheddar cheese in. And then I'm putting the other cheese on top. And really, what I do, I should bring my phone in here so you could see. But really, what I do is I kind of shake my pan like this, and the egg will come away if you use